Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to my channel. Today marks the beginning of our series on Lalitha Sahasranama as the early morning Sahasranama series. We finished the Ganpati, now we come to his mother, Goddess Lalitha. She is the divine mother of all of us. She is the divine mother of the creation, divine mother of our everything that we see around us. She resides within us, outside us, in all the forms. And the forms are described here in the greatest of detail. You have to understand that where the Vedas come from is depiction of things as it is in the purest form. There is no perversion of any kind as the Western mind would tend to observe it. Okay? So if there is sexuality involved, if there is description of her breasts as involved, it is in the purest of form, it is in the purest of intent. Intent is everything. So we shall examine Parashakti. Parashakti means the creative force of the universe, of creation and everything beyond it, even the non-created forms. The Parashakti you have to understand as the feminine element or feminine aspect of everything, okay? Even to the subatomic particles, even to the positive and negative valence, that is Shiva and Shakti, which plays out at the atomic level. There are subatomic particles which play out Shiva and Shakti. So this is the Shakti aspect. We'll play Shiva aspect later on. But now we are talking about the mother goddess, and it is so important in this energy to understand this, recite Lalitha Sahasranama correctly, understand it correctly, because this shift is all about feminine principle. This shift is about divine mother goddess helping the entire planet, all its beings, take on to awakening, take on to the higher forms of love, higher forms of compassion, higher forms of motherhood, what it means to be a mother, and it will bring through all males and females and the entire earth and everything on it. That's the shift we are in. So in this shift, Lalitha Sahasranama becomes a key element for recitation. Like I said in Ganesh Sahasranama series, I said, what is the best way to engage with this? Do we find out the meanings? Is it necessary? No, it's not necessary that you put your mind to it and dig out everything possible. It's not possible for mind to dig out everything. You have to tune into it. You have your ears, you can listen to it. If you listen to it sufficient number of times, you'll definitely memorize it, and therefore you can recite it later on. So let's begin without further ado. Oh yes, before I get into it, a big thanks and a big heartfelt gratitude to Sage Agastya, who has brought us this 1,000 names. Agastya has composed this. He burst into this Sahasranama spontaneously upon having vision of this divine goddess. So he has recited this extempo on the spot, right? Entire 1,000 of them. This was the nature of the people who lived at that time. Let us begin. Om Shri Mata Shri Maharagni Shrimat Simhasaneswari Chidagni Kunda Sambhuta Deva Karya Samutyata. Meaning, Om is the absolute sound, of course, the Pranava Shabda. Shri Mata, Shri is for designation for Lakshmi, everything which is Shakti, okay? Shri Mata, Mata is mother. O divine mother, the goddess who bestows upon us auspiciousness and prosperity. Now, I couldn't get the proper figure of Lalita from Google. There doesn't exist one. There is all kinds of stuff. Actually, she is seated on a lion. The throne resembles a lion, or seated on a lion. But I found all kinds of other weird images. This is the best I could find. And this is the Sri Chakra, by the way. Another thing. We shall get to all of this in the 1,000 names. So Sri Mata, Divine Mother, the goddess who bestows auspiciousness and prosperity. Sri Maharagni, the emperor and the supreme ruler. Srimat Simhasaneshwari, seated on a lion throne, signifying power, authority, and sovereignty. Chidagni Kunda Sambhuta. Chid means the fire. Agni means fire. Chidagni, the fire of life itself. She was born out of the fire of life itself. Chidagni Kunda Sambhuta, born from the sacred fire altar. Chidagni refers to the fire of consciousness, while Kunda represents the altar or the pit of sacrifice. Devakarya Samutyata, arisen for divine purposes or for fulfillment of celestial tasks. Devakarya means divine tasks. Udyadbhanu Sahasranama Chaturbahu Samanvita, Ragasvarupa Pasadhya Krodha Karankushojvala. Shining like 1,000 rising suns, Udyadbhanu Sahasranama. Sahasra, like we saw in Ganpati Sahasranama also. Sahasra means 1,000. Sahasranama, 1,000 names. Shining like 1,000 rising suns, representing immense radiance and luminosity. Even with your mind, if you stretch it and imagine this thing, you'll begin to scratch on how immense these things were perceived as. Chaturbahu Samanvita. Chatur means four, so adorned with 4 arms, symbolizing the multifaceted power and capabilities. Ragasvarupa Pasadhya Krodha Karankushojvala, holding a noose representing the aspect of attachment and desire. I don't see her holding noose here, but hey, like I said, this image isn't perfect. Krodha Karankushojvala, holding the gourd, symbolizing the aspect of anger and control. Krodha means anger. Okay. Mano Rupekshu Kodanda Pancha Tanmatra Sayaka, Nija Ruda Prabha Pura Majjad Brahmanda Mandala, wielding the bow named Mano Rupa. Mano means mind. Mano Rupa. Rupa is a form of the mind. Wielding the bow, she is wielding a bow here, representing the form of the mind. Pancha Tanmatra Sayaka. Pancha means 5. Holding 5 arrows, which represent the 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, ether. Vedic astrology. Remember, these are the elements we deal with even there. Nijaruda Prabha Pura Majjad Brahmanda Mandala, immersed in her own radiance, crimson glow. So I have kind of made this background crimson. Crimson is the color of Shakti. Immersed in her own radiant crimson glow encompassing the universe. Champakashoka Punnaga Saugandhi Kalasat Kacha, Kuruvinda Mani Shreni Kanat Koti Ramandita. Adorned with girdle or a belt made of beautiful fragrant flowers like Champaka, Ashoka and Punnaga. These are the 3 flowers known in India. Now we are describing the form. Remember, all sahasranamas go from form to function. Kuruvinda Mani Shreni Kanat Koti Ramandita, decorated with a series of Kuruvinda gems shining like the cluster of stars. Ashtami Chandra Vibraja Dalikasthala Shobhita, Mukha Chandra Kalankabha Mrganabhi Visheshaka. That English translation is not good. Adorned with the radiance of the crescent moon shining on her forehead. Now I don't see it on the mother here, but again, not a proper picture. Enhancing the beauty of her face. Mula Chakra Mukhachandra Kalangakabha Mruganabhi Visheshaka, possessing a special mark or feature resembling the shape of a deer's navel. The deer symbology is even in Mrigshirsha Nakshatra. I keep on drawing parallels to Vedic astrology because so much of it is scattered everywhere in every sahasranama. Vadanasmara Mangalya Grihatorana Chillika, Vaktra Lakshmi Parivaha Chalanna Minibha Lo Chalanabhin. Wait a minute. Chalan Minabhalochana. Okay. This English is getting my head wound up. Never mind. Adorned with the captivating smile that brings good fortune and blessings. Don't we all need this? Her face resembles a beautifully decorated doorway. Her eyes move gracefully like a fish, symbolizing the flow of divine speech. And her eyes resemble the radiant beauty of Goddess Lakshmi. Now, she will be a personification of all three Deva Shaktis. Okay, that's the way it goes. All three Deva Shaktis. That is Durga, Lakshmi, and Saraswati. This is Parashakti. She's a combination of all of them. She's even representing Gayatri, as we see further ahead. Navachampa Pushpabha Nasa Danda Virajita. Hang on, something happened in the Zoom business. Is it alright? Let me try and increase this a little bit. Now there. My software problems, pardon the thing. Okay. Navachampaka Pushpabha Nasa Danda Virajita Tara Kanti Tiraskari Nasa Bharana Bhasura. Alright. Adorned with the noose of decorated with fresh champaka flowers, shining brightly and beautifully. Her nose outshines the radiance of stars, sparkling a dazzling ornament. So he's dazzled. Sage Agastya is dazzled with this beauty that is coming before him in the vision. Kadamba Manjari Kapta Karnapura Manohara Tatanka Yugali Bhuta Tapanodupa Mandala, adorned with the earrings embellished with a cluster of Kadamba flowers, type of flowers. India is a tropical country, so we have all kinds of flowers here. And chanting with a delightful fragrance of camphor, radiating like a pair of radiant earrings, resembling a soothing parasol that dispels the heat of the world. Tapanodupa Mandala. Tapa means heat. Tapa refers specifically to the heat generated by meditation or japa of any kind. Padma Raga Shiladarsha Paribhavi Kapola Bhuhu Nava Vidruma Bimbashri Nyakari Radhanachada. Her forehead resembles the brilliance of Padmaraga gem, type of gem, reflecting its dazzling beauty. Her face shines like a fresh blooming lotus, captivating with its exquisite beauty. The symbology of lotus, serpents, everything in Vedic texts is symbolized like that. Shuddha Vidya Durankara Dvijapanti Dvayo Jvala. Yes, this word gets my tongue wound up. Karpura Vitikamoda Samakarshiti Dikantara. Radiant with the pure sprouts of knowledge, shining brightly with the brilliance of 2 rows of elevated Brahmins. Now, I don't know what that is, but it's very mystical. Lots of these things will be very mystical, so I won't go in depth there. She attracts the fragrance of camphor gardens, spreading in all directions. Divine Mother. Nijasallapa Madhurya Vinirbhajita Kashyapi Mandasmita Prabhapura Majjat Kamesha Manasa. The tortoise Kachapi, who is engaged in her own sweet conversation, Sallapa, fully absorbed in it. Again, very mystical. The tortoise symbol is also, by the way, Saturn. Saturn is symbolized by the Kurma-Avtara. So, there's Vedic astrology again. Mandasmita Prabhapura Majjat Kamesha Manasa. Her mind, Manasa, is immersed, Majjat, in the overflowing Prabhapura, radiance of her gentle smile, Mandasmita. See how many words are there. Filled with desire for Kamesha or Kamadeva. In this case, it is Shiva. She is the consort and the lover of Shiva. She is the absolute Shiva, Shakti, who is totally in love with the absolute Shiva. Between Shiva and Shakti, everything happens in the universe. Okay, between the absolute point of stillness and absolute point of motion, if you want to keep going in that direction, but I don't want to digress. Anakalita sadrusha chibuka shri virajita kamesha baddha mangalya sutra shobhita kandhara. She shines with unparalleled beauty and grace, surpassing all comparisons. Adorned with the sacred thread tied by Lord Kamadeva, okay, Lord, God of love. In this case, it's her lover, it's her consort Shiva. Her neck shines with brilliance. Imagine what Sage Agastya must have seen. Kanakangada Keyura Kamaniya Bhujanvita Ratnagraiveya Chintaka Lola Mukta Phalanvita. Adorned with golden armlets, Kanakangada, bracelets, Keyura, and beautiful arms, Kamaniya Bhujanvita. Ratnagraiveya Chintaka Lola Mukta Phalanvita. Her wrists are adorned with the strings of precious gems, Ratnagraiveya, captivating their radiance. They are also adorned with pearls resembling fruit, Mukta Phalanvita, which sway with charming movements. You got to understand this. This sage Agastya has burst into spontaneous poetry, that is Lalitha Sahasranama. And it is mystical, it is embedded with Bij mantras. You just recite this and you will feel the essence of Shakti, essence of Mother in you. Okay, that's the way these things work. Kameshwara Premaratna Mani Pratipanasthani Nabhyalavala Romali Lata Phalakuchadvayi. She is the beloved consort of Lord Kamadeva, Kameshwara, Lord Shiva, and her breasts are like precious gemstones, Premaratnamani, that hold the essence of divine love. Like I said, Vedas view everything in terms of absolute. There is no question of things like shame, guilt, etc., which is just in human world. When it comes to the absolute, everything is seen, everything is admired, everything is beloved, everything is sacred. Her waist, Nabhyalaval Romali Lata Phala Kuchadvayi. Her waist is adorned with a delicate vine of tender creepers, Romali, resembling the curve of her navel, Nabhyalavala. Her breasts, Kuchadvayi, resemble the ripe fruit of that vine. What a vision this man must have seen. Lakshya Romalatadharata Lakshya Romalatadhara Samunneya Madhyama. Let me read the Sanskrit version. Lakshya Romalatadhara Samunneya Madhyama. Stanabharadalan Madhya Pattabandhavalitraya. Okay. She has slender waist, adorned with the cascading vines of target, like Laksharoma hairs. Again, mystical. I won't go into explanation and all this. 3 folds. Okay. Stanabandha Dalamadhya Pattabandha Valitraya. Okay. 3 folds of a garment gently rest on her breasts, creating an enchanting sight. Aruna Kausumba Vastra Bhaswat Katitati Ratna Kinkine Karamya Rasanadama Bhushita. She wears a radiant crimson garment. Again, the color crimson I have chosen because of her, sparkling like the blossoming of saffron flowers around her hip region. She's sitting on something like a saffron seed there. Her hips are adorned with a charming belt, embellished with delightful jewel anklets, adding beauty and grace to her appearance. Kamesha Jnata Saubhagya Mardavoruddvayanvita Manikya Mukutakara Janu Dvaya Virajita. She is known by Lord Kamadeva or Lord Shiva and blessed with gentleness and grace. Blessed with gentleness and grace. Her two knees shine with the radiance of a crown adorned with gems like manikya. Manikya means gem in Sanskrit. We shall end with two more. 20 I want to cover per day at least. Indra Gopa Parikshipta Smaratuna Bhajangika Guda Gulpa Kurma Prishta Jaishnu Prapadanvita. Her ankles are embraced and protected by the cowherd companions and who are remembered for their love and devotion. Her ankles resemble hidden tortoise, Kurma Prishta. Remember I told you Saturn represents Kurma, the slow-moving planet Saturn. Her ankles resemble hidden tortoise backs. They are endowed with the ability, Jaishnu, to conquer Prapadanvita like the victorious tortoise. This is the victory of Saturn, the slow and steady one. Nakadiditi Sanchanna Namajjanatamo Guna Padadvaya Prabhajala Parakrita Saroruha. Okay. Her toenails are adorned with the brilliance of jewels, dispelling the darkness of ignorance. This is where the ignorance defeating factor of divine light comes in. They are worthy of reverent worship. Her lotus feet resemble a cluster of naturally beautiful lotus ponds. Everything of divine Shakti is described in a beautiful form by different sages who have passed this land. Sinjana Mani Manjira Mandita Shri Padambuja Marali Mandagamana Mahalavanya Sevadhi. Her lotus feet are adorned with ankle bells, sparkling like gemstones. Her graceful gait resembles that of a swan, Marali, surpassing beauty. Mahalavanya Shevadhi, right? So I shall end with these 20 verses for today. I shall see you tomorrow. We shall pick up from 21 of Lalitha Sahasranama. Meanwhile, take care, be safe. Have a good day. Om Shanti, Shanti.